True kindness is not measured by what we have, but by what we dare to give when we have nothing left. Have you ever met someone so genuinely kind that it left you speechless? Someone who was not wealthy, held no high status, yet was always ready to share the very last of what they had, simply because they could not ignore another person's suffering. If not, then today's story might just change your perspective. Let us return to a small village from long ago, where a man named Moan once lived. He was not a remarkable man, nor did he own anything of value. His entire wealth consisted of a humble home, a pair of calloused hands, and a heart that was always open. Moan lived with his wife, Sunita, working tirelessly in the fields every day just to put food on the table. Their life was modest, but what earned Moan the respect of the entire village was his honesty and his unconditional kindness. Whether it was a hungry stray dog or a stranger in need, Moan was always ready to share his meager meal. He helped without expecting thanks, without hoping for anything in return. And that very quality led him to a fateful encounter, one that brought a reward he never imagined. But before we reach the ending, let us start from the beginning, a beginning rooted in a heart that never refused to do what was right. One hot afternoon, as Moan returned from the fields with aching legs and a sweat-soaked shirt, he sat down on the porch, holding a cool bowl of water, watching the sun slowly set behind the bamboo grove. In that peaceful moment, a weak voice called out from the gate, "Is there anyone who could spare me a little water?" Moan jumped to his feet. Outside stood an old man, frail and weary, clutching the wooden gate as though he had walked an endless road. His clothes were dusty, his eyes sunken from hunger and thirst. Moan asked no questions. He stepped out, opened the gate, and gently said, "Please come in, Baba. Sit down and rest. Let me get you some water." As Moan hurried inside, his wife Sunita peeked through the window and shook her head. With a sigh, she muttered just loud enough to be heard, "Another one asking for help. Our kitchen will be empty again." Moan said nothing. He filled a bowl with water and brought it out for the old man, helping him onto a bamboo chair. The stranger drank slowly, as if each sip was soothing his very soul. Then with grateful eyes, he softly said, "My son, I have not eaten anything in 2 days. If you have a little food, I would be grateful. If not, that is all right. I understand." Moan was silent for a few seconds. Then he turned back into the kitchen. On the tray, there were only two simple roti flatbreads, his untouched lunch. He picked up both pieces and was about to head back out when Sunita blocked his way, her tone sharp. "Are you going to give him all of it? What about you? What about your strength for tomorrow? Strangers can beg from many places, but who will we turn to?" Moan did not respond right away. He set the bread down, gently held her hand, and whispered like a message carried by the wind. "I understand your worry, but did you hear what he said? He has not eaten in 2 days. An empty stomach can take away someone's very life. We may have little, but he has nothing at all. God has never abandoned us, and today he sent this man, not to take from us, but to test us." Sunita stood silently, her eyes still filled with worry and frustration. Even so, Moan quietly picked up the two rotis and walked back out. He sat down before the old man, offering the food with both hands as if it were a sacred gift. "Baba, please eat. This is the best I have today." The old man said nothing. His eyes welled with tears, not from emotion, but from exhaustion so deep it had drained both his strength and his feelings. He slowly took the bread and ate, as though each bite was a divine blessing. Once he finished, Moan poured him another bowl of water. The air between them was quiet, but full of human warmth. No words of thanks, no expectations, only kindness, trust, and a touch of light in the fading day. As the sun disappeared below the horizon and the last rays of light faded away, the old man stood up. He straightened his shawl, turned to Moan, and spoke with a stronger voice and a clearer gaze. "My son, come here for a moment." Moan stepped closer. The old man slowly opened the worn cloth bag he carried at his side, rummaged through it, and pulled out an item wrapped in pale silk. As he unfolded the fabric, a golden glow appeared in his hands. A real gold bowl, intricately carved and breathtakingly beautiful. Moan was stunned and immediately stepped back. "Baba, I cannot accept this. This is your treasure. I am not worthy. The old man smiled, gently placing the bowl in his hands. This was a gift I received from a king a few weeks ago. He wanted to reward me for helping cure the prince. But I do not need gold or riches. I have held on to this bowl, waiting to find someone truly worthy of receiving it, and today God has brought me to you. Moan could hardly believe his eyes. The old man looked at him with deep understanding. You gave what little you had, even when you had so little to begin with. You gave not for reward, not for recognition. That, my son, is the rarest thing of all, unconditional kindness. He placed a hand on Moan's shoulder and continued, keep this bowl as a reminder. It is not a reward, but a mark that goodness is always seen. Even if no one acknowledges it, heaven does. Do not let it change you. Continue to live as you have today, with integrity, with kindness, and with selflessness. Then the old man turned and walked away. His figure melted into the night, like a silent wind leaving the world behind. Moan stood there for a long time, still holding the golden bowl, his eyes brimming with tears. He was not thinking about the value of gold or any grand ideas. He simply felt a quiet, gentle light fill his heart, the light of belief. That night, Moan told his wife, from now on, no matter what life brings, I will always choose to help others, because there is no treasure greater than a heart unafraid to do what is right. My dear friends, karma is the path of justice. Good deeds are not always rewarded right away. But when we live sincerely and give without conditions, the universe always finds a way to return the favor in ways we never expect. Never hesitate to do the right thing, even if the world turns its back, because true light always starts from within.